Live from London, I'm Caroline Hyde.
And in New York, I'm Bonnie Quinn. This is Bloomberg Markets. It's time for Futures in Focus. The dollar climbing as Brexit politics and weak German economic data lower the pound and euro respectively. Let's bring in Chris Gersch of Bell Curve Capital, who's at the CME. Chris, a little stronger dollar after a few weeks of softness. What does it mean for you guys down there at the CME?
All hail the dollar. You know, let's ride this momentum. Nothing easier than the summer kicking back and riding that dollar higher. What that means is a lot of things for us. We see downward pressure in a lot of these commodities here traded at the CME, but not in oil. Oil is obviously continuing to creep higher. WTI is at that 75 level. So we're excited that despite a strong dollar and, you know, with everything May kind of holding her punches overnight with Parliament, with that no confidence vote being turned back, we're seeing the dollar stronger across the board. Obviously, the pound's coming back a little bit because of May holding that off.
Is there a lot of disagreement down there? I'm curious as to how all of these macro issues will turn out. Theresa May and her cabinet, and then on the other side of things, the fact that WTI is holding in the mid-70s.
Yep. Yeah, so we really think that ultimately the volatility caused by all of, you know, if it's not Trump's tweets, he's picking fights with everybody right now. The fact that he just came out this morning talking about Putin being in the easiest meeting, we love that sort of stuff. What it means is he's an advocate for the U.S. So we see a lot of strength behind that, a lot of momentum. That dollar strength, though, I think is going to weigh ultimately on potential some headwinds as far as oil is concerned. Weaker dollar means energy goes up usually, but the fact that we're seeing oil creep up here, the mantra has been lower for longer in oil. Well, I think it's starting to be higher for longer, is what a lot of these traders are saying.
And then in treasuries, we're not seeing a huge reaction. It's fascinating. We have that range still in place. Obviously, the curve is getting a little flatter, but we're not through 27 basis points yet. So, I mean, will there be any reaction in treasuries to any of the events that we're seeing take place?
Sell the news, buy the rumor. You know, Vonnie, that, you know, vol is a big play here in Chicago. We're playing that volatility. A lot of those guys are keeping that volatility trade real tight, as you can see. Otherwise, we would have broken out on what used to be, you know, big news. You know, all these headlines coming across the board. I'm shocked at the fact that it just is not moving the tape like it would. All the momentum seems to be on the upside right now for equities and oil.
All right, Chris Gersch, thank you for joining. That's Chris Gersch of Bell Curve Capital at the CME.